Hello, thank you very much to Religions for Peace for having Ecoseek talk today. It's a pleasure to be here. Ida will be running my slides for me. If I could have the first one, please, that would be great. So Ecoseek, I won't speak too much about us because you can find out about us on the internet, on our website. I'll give contact details at the end as well because we'd love to hear from you. But essentially, our teachings from Guru Nanak Devji are about nature being everything. You know, we're all interconnected. That one light that's within each and every living being, it needs to be recognized. So we do a lot of work about that. Next slide, please. As a Sikh growing up in the UK, I was born here. I always kind of saw these kind of pictures. The top one is Guru Nanak Devji. You can see he's farming, and it was a very kind of simple, modern way of farming. Organic, as we would call it now, which probably wasn't the term back then. And Guru Har Rai Ji, our seventh Guru, is seen there planting trees. And he recognized the medicinal properties of herbs and plants, had animal sanctuaries. So Sikhs have got teachings in our scriptures about nature, inspired by our gurus, and even until modern day, kind of 1902 till 1992, a really, really special person, Bhagat Puran Singh, did a lot of work on environmental kind of topics and issues, but the names are different. So the topic might be environmental, but it wasn't given that name. So when we talk about it today as the youth or, you know, other generations, we might not have the same words that connect everything, but when we look into what was happening, it was essentially the same. Next slide, please. So Ecoseek are continuing the teachings of our Sikh gurus, and we work with a lot of different faiths, or people who don't even maybe have a faith, you know, they don't belong to any particular recognized kind of system. We want to work with everyone. We do canal river cleanups, tree planting. There's a children's picture at the bottom where it was a Gurdwara, place of worship in Derby, that went plastic free. So that was really exciting. But we've got a lot of projects, and if anyone's interested, please do get in touch. Next slide, please. I'm whizzing through them because of time. So the farmers' protest is what I would like to kind of touch on today, because the farmers' protest that happened in Punjab, in India at the moment, it's been happening for some time now. But I remember in the UK, Canada, America, people getting together, talking about it, saying, actually, our families come from kind of farming backgrounds, for Sikh, Punjabi, but it's so much more than a Sikh thing. You know, the farmers' protest, I won't talk about it too much now. You can always kind of have a look into that. But essentially, the way the land provides for us and how we treat it, it's so fundamental to the farmers' ways of life. And so I love these pictures are kind of things that I've seen on social media, and it was the youth kind of movement that was putting these up. One of them said that for those that think it's a Sikh thing, it's a gorgeous picture. I love that one because it's showing people of different faiths praying together for the same cause. And we've got a picture to the right there, which is water. You know, water is a birthright. It's something that's for everyone. And the Sikh faith is very much centered on social justice. So social justice, environmental justice links in so much, and people were talking about it more and more. So that's a picture from history and a picture from now. That it doesn't matter which side of the argument you're on, when it comes to nature, it's something that we shared results. Next slide, please. Out of the farmers' protest came a lot of art. And this is a picture that really resonated with me because this person on the left, it looks like it could be my granddad, you know, it could be my father. It was people in our family that kind of have that appearance. And it was a 70-year-old man that got hit by a tear gas shell. And that got converted into this beautiful artwork on the right, which shows the wound, and it shows that, you know, his beard is just flowing with nature, because that was the whole cause behind everything. That was powerful. Next slide, please. The saying here is really nice. When the roots run deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. And again, some of these quotes always go back to nature. And similarly in our scriptures in the Guru Granth Sahib Ji, that would be the case. This isn't from there, but there are kind of quotes about nature that we hear about all the time, and when applied to life, they make a lot of sense. and that's some of the women that were part of the protest. I would urge everybody to look into Toxification. It's a film produced by Remeth Riot. She's a wonderful producer that was on our Ecoseek conference earlier this year, and she talked about the cost of rice on your plate. And it was the UK Punjab Heritage Association also do a lot of great work in bringing these kind of projects to light. That was very interesting about the Green Revolution in Punjab and what that's done to the land and farming. Next slide, please. I've spoken a lot and I've showed a lot, but I'd like to finish just with this poem. And it was written by a member of the youth, I think it was Canadian. And it really touched me, so I'll just quickly read it. Dear Kisan, Kisan means farmer, I am not a farmer, not even born where you are, yet we still connect even from afar. A bond through my ancestry, they built life from their crops. Help build the life I have, you deserve all props. Your culture and your value, they run so clear, instilled in me also the main message, no fear. I sit here with my grandparents, watching the latest news. They reminisce about Kheti Bari, which is farming, a job they'd never refuse. Now you're in a battle for a right that's only yours. We're right behind you here, watch our support falls. For the life I have now, I give thanks to you. In the fight for your livelihood, I will stand too. And that really encapsulates where the youth have gone with the farmers' protest, as identifying with our ancestors and the sustainable ways of living that they had, and how over time things may have changed, but it's something that we need to talk about. We need to get those interviews with our grandparents about the ways that they used to live that were sustainable and that we can learn from them. So I'm sorry if I've gone over, but thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you all in the breakout rooms and discussion.